So I'm gonna say this right here. People come on to my kids' channel and they just, look at the videos. They just be like, just another day. But they don't know what my kids actually went through. Like that girl, like her family jumped me to basically defend her honor because she's now deceased. Well, what they don't know is the same girl and her friends lied on me to CPS because I wouldn't let them live in my home. Now, y'all know that much. But she actually went as far as saying that my late baby father molested my own daughter and tried to force my daughter to comply with the same story that they were lying about. Not only that, is this was supposed to be temporarily. My baby father told me they were homeless. I was like, okay, you can't stay here a long time because this is me and my kids' home. You will have to sleep out there in the living room on the floor. But they was doing stuff that was violating every part of me and my children's space. They was sitting here fighting in my kids' home, in the home with my kids. One of them even punched me in the eye. One of the males, because it was a male and Rayana, and then the girl named Portia. The male was named Keon. Then they did disrespectful stuff like having sexual relations in my kids' room because they didn't want to be in the living room where I told them they had to be. They sitting there in my kids' room on the floor having sexual relations while my kids sleeping. No, you disrespecting my kids' space. You have to go. Then on top of it, Rayana slept with my damn baby father while living in my home. And when I told them, hey, y'all gotta go. Y'all got too much drama going on. This one ain't supposed to be long term. No way. Trying to start fights between me and my late baby father because I said they had to go. My kids come first. So they tell these lies that they told. And what made me so mad is CPS didn't even look into it. They just like, oh, they got to be telling the truth. You got 27 calls on you. Because I'm sitting here like, you don't know what I've been through. I had to deal with my late baby father's baby mama lying on me too. Because she thinking she could get him back if she make me lose my kids. So that adds on to it. Do you know what that feel like? But to get back to them people that was in my house where I told them they had to go because they was not respecting my rules. And Rayana was one of them. But she went even as far as saying when I said that they had to get out of my house, talking about some, I didn't have relations with him on my own. He raped me. Why would you think that saying something like that will allow me to continue to let you stay in my home? Y'all ain't causing nothing but drama. And because y'all couldn't get y'all way, y'all called CPS on me. Do you know what that's like? And I know it's a lot of people that's dealing with CPS, but I don't believe they getting harassed like I am. You know what I'm saying? Even Cardi B, they been called on. You know what I'm saying? You see she take care of her kids. And I was doing the same. I know that no parent is perfect, but I did everything in my ability to make sure that my kids was happy and was good and everything of that nature. No parent is perfect. Because you want to talk about a person being perfect. Do y'all remember me telling y'all about a female that worked in my job and she didn't have a babysitter to watch her child, so she was bringing the child in a duffel bag inside the building and nobody even noticed that it was a child, but they found that out later. Now, the stuff like that is child abuse. You letting somebody physically molest your child, that's child abuse. You sitting here going upside your child head, that's child abuse. You know what I'm saying? So I feel it crazy how people just view my videos and just like, oh, off to the next. No, it's not off to the next. Because of these people telling these lies, 4 of my kids got adopted out when they deserved to be with their mother. One of them, I got harassed behind because they like, if she lost 4 kids, then she probably did something to this 5th child. Let me just do a speedy removal so we can go ahead and take this child. That's not right. I ain't did nothing but love on my kids. That's all I've ever done. And these people that tell lies, it should be a rule out there where you can sue their ass, because that's not right, where as soon as your kids get in the court system because people did whatever they did out of spite, you got to prove everything to the court, even if you didn't do anything wrong. Make that make sense. But I just had to explain it. So you telling me if you were in my shoes, you would allow these people to stay in your home? No, I didn't. I told them they had to go. But the fact that they did not investigate and they just want to pick their parts, now that was wrong. Because I remember the last time I talked to my cousin, I think she said my daughter asked, "Mom, are you going to try to get me?" I've been trying to get help with GoFundMe for the longest. I've been trying to find options. Everybody do not have the money to get these type of attorneys. And I feel like the attorneys that could help, they really should be ashamed of themselves because they charge so much. I done got in so deep with CPS, and really they belong with their mother. You know what I'm saying? And you saying if Cardi B could get called on, then you know people is out here for spite. And anytime somebody calls, y'all supposed to investigate. It don't matter how many times somebody been called to that parent's house. You still supposed to treat each case like a different case. You supposed to investigate. And really, they shouldn't even be allowed to do that. If you see that it's out of spite, why is you even coming out there bothering the parent? If you don't have no proof that them kids is in danger, why is you bothering or harassing the parent? Like, y'all don't know what I've been through. 5 of my kids, honey. 5 of my kids making me go through the ringer like I have to prove something to people. Well, I ain't did nothing but love on my kids. And then people come and watch the videos. I mean, like, okay, that's cool, but refer me to some options. I'm a single black mother trying to get her kids and trying to get help. Like, I don't want to have to wait till my kids get grown to see them. That's what everybody say, well, they'll find you. No, these people that lied need to be sued. They need to be charged. They shouldn't be allowed to just call on people because they mad at them. Like, that needs to get under control, and CPS need to do their job and investigate. You can't just sit here and accuse somebody of something because somebody been called to their parent multiple times. You have to have some kind of brain and think, okay, is this a real case or is this out of spite? Because they not being fair at all. You just taking people's children and you don't even have a good enough reason to. My child was not dead. My child was not molested. My children was not none of that. So they shouldn't even be in the system right now. You know what I'm saying? And then they quit to want to make sure that the IRS know that you don't have your children because they know you don't have the right lawyer to sue they. You know, that don't make sense. You don't have proof. Give me my kids. You don't have evidence. All you have is hearsay. That is not evidence. I don't care how you want to put it. Hearsay is not evidence. Evidence is proven. And I gave evidence to my lawyer. I gave all my evidence. And not one thing has changed. Not one thing has changed. All they did was side with the courts and do what they want to do. You don't do that to parents. You don't do that. If you don't have no proof that anything was done to these kids, you were supposed to return them to their dang gone parents. You're not supposed to sit here and try to make a case out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel like they did to me. They made a case out of nothing. They sat here, harassed me, you know what I'm saying, ruining my reputation like I'm a terrible mother, and I know that I'm not a terrible mother. All I've done was love my kids and do my best. You know, and the reason I turned the comments off, because people were saying dumb stuff in the beginning when I first started this channel. Like, right when I was getting harassed about my son, talking about some girl, open that door so they can take that child. Like, you know that you ain't taking care of him. No, I was taking care of him. The child care was not watching him. And you think because of my past history and they taking 4 of my kids, you just gonna frame me for you not watching my child at child care. Like, that is wrong. Like, so many times I wish that I probably would have just hired a damn nanny. Then my son would not be there right now. My son was 5 years old when they took him, and I hadn't did anything wrong. All I did was send him to school. He come home with a bruise, and they try to say that it happened at my house. And I sent him there like that. And I know I ain't sent him there like that. I had videos and pictures and everything proving how my son looked before he even started child care. And ain't nobody presenting my evidence to the judge. See what I'm saying? They all siding together. What kind of stuff is that? What kind of stuff is that? That's my proof right there that they lying to you. I got videos, I got pictures, I got everything of the condition of how my son was before he came, before they did that emergency removal for no reason and sent a police officer out to take my child. And I hadn't even did anything. All I did was send him to school. When is y'all gonna do y'all job? When is y'all gonna stop taking people kids and y'all don't have a good enough reason? When is y'all gonna fight for the parents if they really innocent? When is y'all gonna charge these people that's lying and all that kind of stuff on parents just because they upset with them? Y'all is wrong. And then when is y'all gonna stop saying that hearsay is evidence? Because hearsay is not evidence. Somebody telling you something that they think happened, that's not evidence. If you walk in my house and you see there's nothing wrong with my kids, leave me alone. Why is you harassing me? Why is you trying to ruin my reputation? Why is you trying to make me out to be a terrible person when you need to be pointing at them people that called you? Like, I swear, if I could sue Rayonna's family, I would. Even the ones that jumped me, because they think this is a joke. Ain't nothing funny about your loved one saying that my late baby father raped my daughter just so she could live in my home. Ain't nothing funny about that. And then had the nerve to say, fuck my kids. Are you for real? Do you think that's a game? This is not a game. This is my children. You got to be crazy if you think it's for my kids. If you think that I'm not finna post about every scenario that happened all the way from when my kids was taken. I'm gonna make sure everybody knows the true and full story. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to say everything at first, but I'm like, no, I might as well. Like, people sitting here lying on me, sitting here getting me harassed by CPS, harassed by the police. Yeah, it's time for me to stand up. I am tired.